We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Married to a Nerd. I'm, of course, Stevie B, and this is Heather, and she's married to a nerd.
Or are you married to a nerd?
Both, maybe. We'll see. We haven't sat down like this in a long time, in a very long time. Plot twist. I know it's a plot twist. It's true. We're a different kind of nerd. Different kind of nerd. All right, you got good impression of Stevie. What the fuck? Oh, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. So Saturday was our 10-year wedding anniversary. For some reason, Heather has put up with me for 10 years. Put up with all of Stevie B's bullshit for 10 years. For 10 years. The one punch up, what's up? All you six people, hello. How you doing? 10 years she's put up with. Been a fun 10 years. Not really a long 10 years.
Cash at me, send booze.
Oh my god. There is a donate button. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Unless you know, never mind. Okay. So yeah, so 10-year anniversary. So we had a few things we wanted to do. And it was, I don't know how to describe how successful our 10-year anniversary celebration was. Right? I don't know how to, because it was successful, but then also disastrous at the same time.
It was disastrous in maybe the best possible way. Like, we associate with an awesome group of people, I feel like. And we have a really good support system in them. But, goddamn, I can't catch a break if I plan anything fun. Like, some shit's gotta go down.
She's right. Okay.
I can't go on a girls' night out without there being some...
You've gone on a girls' night out before without shit happening?
But look, it's mild shit, but it's like, the boy is crying and he won't stop.
That's
like,
when was the last time that something like that happened?
Or you were on call. There's another one where you were on call.
I can't help that I'm on call. You know, when you go out, I'm on call. Look, you're just looking for excuses to say some shit.
Am I wrong, though?
Most of the time when you go out, let me get my drink. Most of the time when you go out with the girls, it's fun. And I'll leave you alone.
You're right. I think the last time I went out, you didn't message to check up on me, and I was like, you didn't message.
Yeah, she got pissed. She's like, I want to call my girls.
I didn't make it home till 3 a.m. and you didn't check up on me.
I went to sleep.
Went to sleep. Didn't give a fuck what happened to me.
I did. Oh my god. I can't win, boys. You see that? I can't win. All right, so the plan was to get as many of our friends.
I can't win. What is this?
Oh my god. So the plan was to get as many of our friends together as possible. To go.
I think that everybody who went either was part of our wedding party or would be part of our wedding party if we were getting married now.
Except for Arillis, because Arillis would 100% be in our wedding party.
Right, she was,
and so would Shane, but they weren't able to make it, unfortunately. So I think.
Hell, we were barely able to make it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so listen. So we were trying to get the place we actually went to our honeymoon on, but we didn't. We waited
because somebody slept on it.
But yeah, I slept on it. I'm sorry. I thought 3 months ahead of time was fine. Apparently not, because there was some kind of truck show or some shit. I don't know. Anyway. So we found another. Heather found one. Heather found a good condo that we thought was a good condo, and we went there.
Some ghetto stuff.
All right, but listen. So you can cancel up to 48 hours before you go, right? You can cancel the whole thing.
Yep.
Well,
by 6 p.m.
Yeah. So about 6:30.
No, at 6 p.m. at 6 p.m.
I'm on the elliptical at the gym, trying to get my fitness in. And I get a text. We only have one working car right now. So I get a text that said, you need to get home now. I got to take over to the hospital. Or we got to take, it was my 4-year-old son, for those that don't know. Most of you know him. Yeah, when you go to urgent care. I was like, what? I did a backflip off the elliptical. At least that's what it felt like. I ran out of the gym, got in my car, flew home, got out of the car, ran inside. There's my son falling on the couch. We load everybody up in the car. Listen. We get to this urgent care place. Y'all, God help it. 3.5 hours at this urgent care place. 2 of the hours was sitting in the fucking lobby, right?
It was a 1-hour wait.
We ended up waiting for 2. We waited there for 2 hours.
We did wait. You're right.
We waited for 2 hours, okay? And they finally took them back. And like, they closed the place down while I'm sitting in the lobby. Like, the person at the front desk goes home. They turn the light off at the desk. They're like, don't go out the front door, sir. And I'm sitting there with my 11-year-old daughter. And like, don't.
Because,
yeah, okay. And like, don't go through this door because your bitch ass won't be able to get back in, sir.
Because they won't let all of us back to the exam room because COVID.
Right. Yeah. So I can't. We can't go back. Only one parent can go back. Right. And so I'm chilling with Elena in the lobby for another hour and fucking half. Right. Just for them to do a bot shitty splint job, an X-ray, and go, oh shit, this is bad. You're gonna have to go to children's urgent care.
Yeah, I saw the doctor all of 5 minutes. Went back there, had a nurse who didn't feel comfortable with the scale. So she's like, how much does he weigh? I don't like that thing. So I told her the last time he'd been weighed at the doctor. She had to do the math on her fingers to determine if his heart rate was too fast. Because heart rates are faster in little kids. She's like, that's really high. Well, he's 4 and in distress, so it's gonna be a little high.
Finger math, yes.
Like, legit, was like, I'm just like, oh my god, it's fine. Like, it's fine. He's fine. Like, didn't have a temperature, or he didn't have a fever. But anyway. So then, take us back. We wait, like, 30 minutes for an x-ray, which I kind of expected. X-ray tech was nice, but like we couldn't get him to rotate his arm because it would hurt too much to get a decent picture. She's like, I'm gonna send these off to radiology to see what they want us to do. I was like, all right, well, that's fair. But then I didn't see anybody, like, for an hour and a half, and finally I was like, can he have something for the pain? Do you guys have anything like to give him? And she's like, oh yeah, what should I give him? They're asking.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What should you?
Should I give him Tylenol or Motrin? I'm like, well, Tylenol? Like, and then she's like, yeah, sure, I'll have that ready for you because I was taking him to the bathroom for the 3rd time since we've been there. I was taking him to the bathroom, and she's like, yeah, sure, I'll have it waiting for you when you get back to the exam room. By the time I got back to the exam room, I hear her asking somebody else behind the desk how much Tylenol she should give a 4-year-old.
Jesus fucking! I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that shit. What the fuck?
Well, I had other shit to do. Like, it's on the back of the fucking bottle. I administered it because please don't. Just don't. Saw the doc long enough for her to say, yeah, I saw the scans. You need, because of where it is, he needs to be seen immediately. You need to go down to the pediatric ER. Thanks.
Just someone in a nurse outfit.
Seriously, are they hiring? Like, I could do that shit.
That's what it felt like. And so, okay, so we, like, at this point, me and Elena, I'd say we have the same kind of anxiety issues Elena and I do. She's one, you get bad shit from your parents. That's one of the bad things she's inherited from me, right? And so we're both like just on the brink at this point because we're just like have no idea what's happening. We finally, I was like, send back the car keys, and we sit in the car for a little while, but then there's no gas, and it's just like it's a whole thing. But finally, Heather comes out just to be like, he's got a fracture. We got to go to urgent care. It's just like,
this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna go put gas in the car. We're gonna get some fucking chicken nuggets. I'm taking y'all home, and then he and I are going to the ER. And that's what we did. The people at McDonald's, like, decided to want to have a personal conversation.
Oh my god! I thought Heather was gonna lose it.
In the intercom.
Listen, I thought Heather was ready to look.
Like
I thought Heather was about to go straight Ari. Like
I get that these are like high school kids working at McDonald's at 11 o'clock at night. Like, I get it. You're gonna have your personal conversations. So at first I laughed it off, but then she kept fucking doing it. And then she's trying to take my order, and then there's, huh?
Oh,
what?
God. She said, huh, and what, like 3 times. I thought Heather was ready to punch in the fucking face. It was rough. It was a shit show, to say the least. But anyway, so we get chicken nuggets. Me and Elena, I go home with Elena, and they go to the ER.
Poor Obi thought he was done because they did, like, a crap splint job. And I know it's a crap splint job because people in the ER were like, what the? And I was like, look, I want my $40 back. Like, I don't even know.
And so, look, it dropped off, and I'm like, all right, so they're going to cast his ass up. They'll be back like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we'll put this behind us. Nah, man. I get a phone call at like 3 in the morning where she goes, I just talked to the doctor. He's going to have surgery. He's going to have needles, rods put into his arm to hold his elbow in place before they put the fucking cast on. They're going to have to give my 4-year-old anesthesia, wrap up. It was fucking terrible. And so, holy crap. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right? It was. I was like, wait, what? He needs rods in his fucking arm? And so when I hear that, I think like giant metal rods, right? These things were actually the size of a pin. They're just in there to hold the bone in place so it heals correctly. But when it's your 4-year-old son, that's not what you picture, and you still freak out. So anyway, I got like 2 hours of broken sleep. Elena wakes up. So I finally need to teach Obi the phrase, you should see the other kid. Yeah, I know, right?
The other kid, he will tell you gladly, was his sister.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's been snitching on her because they were play fighting outside. This house happened. They were just play fighting, and they were playing tag, and they like to be pushed down, right? All the kids push them down. Subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribe. 5 months. Man, thank you, Alex. We love you, buddy. Alex, link the Twitch you were talking about for us. Or you can wait. I'm not sure if it's ready or not. But yeah, so I couldn't. I tried to like chill the morning and just wait to see what happened, but I couldn't. So I took Elena to Beth and Denny's, or I got Denny to drive me to the hospital, and Denny took Elena to their house. And let me think. Oh, you gave us the emote. Thanks, buddy. And then I hung out with Heather in the hospital. See, it wouldn't let me. This really pissed me off. Marines are in corporal's course, so it has been pushed back. Okay, no worries, man. Just keep me posted. For real. So we had to. They wouldn't let me up, y'all. And I get that COVID is a thing. It's a big deal. We need to treat it seriously. But I am the father of a 4-year-old that's about to go under surgery. Like, it's about to be put under for surgery, right? And you won't let me up. They would let me up if Heather walked down and, like, tagged me in for me to walk up. So leaving the 4-year-old alone in the room when he's scared shitless for, like, 15 minutes was our option. And I don't care what I thought. There was no chance Heather was doing that.
No, because I didn't plan on spending the night, so I didn't bring a phone charger with me. And the only place I could charge my phone was at the end of the hall. So I would be like, look, I'm going to go down the end of the hall for 5 minutes and charge my phone so I can talk to Daddy. And he'd be like, okay, cool, I'm watching Paw Patrol. And then the last time I took a little bit longer because I wanted to get it as much juice as I could before he went to surgery. And I came back and he was crying. I felt so bad. And that was when Steven messaged me. He's like, hey, I'm downstairs. I'm like, oh, that sucks to be you, man. I'm not going anywhere.
Man, since that makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, it's fucking ludicrous. Hutch says, what hospital was this? So I can never go there.
It wouldn't matter. It's all of them.
Yeah, I found after talking and talking to people about this, apparently it's how it fucking is everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I talked to my mom even in England, she's in the medical field, and she said it's the same shit there. Armin said, well, yeah, it's just harder with the whole pandemic thing. Had to do the whole tag thing too, and my great aunt went to surgery, and just the whole rapid testing thing too. Armin, so I get that, right? But your great aunt is an adult, right? Your great aunt is an adult and can comprehend the situation. Your great aunt is not a 4-year-old fucking child, right? And I'm not saying that like you're fuck you. I'm not saying that. Like, so he's scared shitless, right? And to have me sit down there is like fucking crazy. And I don't know. I assume the situation. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I got like. I just think there's a difference between an adult dealing with something like that and a child that wants their parent. So he went under, right? And
he was so tired because he slept only like 2 or 3 hours. So like he was falling asleep before they even gave him any type of anesthesia. Like I gave him a kiss to tell him bye, and he was like, "Okay, Mama." Like he's like, "I'll see you." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, so he went under, but for some reason I couldn't go up there. But Heather got told by the surgeon that I could go up there for the consultation, and I was like, if I go up there, I'm not coming back down. Let's be clear on that shit. I'm not doing it. Okay, yeah. Mom, OB-20, yeah. And so Heather came down, and she fucking looked, no offense, looked like absolute shit.
Which was my pass, I feel like, to anywhere in the hospital. Like, you had, like, a name tag and, like, an armband, and I just had, like, my mom face and my Ronald McDonald bag. Because they kept, like, you need to eat. They kept giving me, like, little bag lunches.
And so we went in the cafeteria and did eat. Let's see, man says, I now have to get tested every day on my way into work, regardless of any scenario that's going on. Marines live in danger, ? Get your attempt taken, otherwise they can't get the help they need. We are moving the levels of the movie Idiocracy. I agree. So we grabbed something to eat in the cafeteria, and then it was really quick. Like, they got...
I thought they told me it was going to take like an hour and a half.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So they call us up for the consultation. And what's funny, though, is when we were walking in, because we had to go in a different entrance for the cafeteria, when we walked in, there were people arguing about what to do and how there's like a line, and we just like walked around the line. Like, we were just like, fuck it, let's go and see what happens. And like, no one stopped us, no one said shit, we just kept on trucking. Like, so I was just like, fuck it, as long as you look like you know where you're going and what you're doing, you're fine. Hutch says, I will say none of my family or friends was allowed in when I went for surgery from a workplace accident 3 weeks back. Yeah, it sucks, Hutch. It sucked for me. I could only imagine what it would be like for you two. Yeah, it was terrible. That's insane. I know, man. It's crazy. So we do the consultation, and the surgeon is really nice, and he tells everything, and that's when I was like, how big are these rods? And he was like, they're the size of pin needles. Yeah, he said the size of paperclip. And I was like, oh, yeah, they're just there to hold a bone in place so it can heal. All right, and so they let me, so I went back to help him out of the anesthesia, and that was a really difficult thing because he wakes up like viciously crying, no idea where he is. Like, if you guys have ever had major surgery and come out of anesthesia, like, imagine that, but a 4-year-old brain. Like, it's not good, right? So he was losing it, and I was glad I was there because the only thing that got him through that moment was like when he made eye contact with me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to think if he just woke up there alone in this fucking hospital. So then they took him back, and I just walked back there with everybody, and so did Heather. And I stayed in the room, and they didn't do shit, right? Like, the nurse, a bunch of people came in, and I was just in the room. So I was like, you gonna fucking tell me to go? But I think Heather thinks it's because they knew that she was like,
I was not okay.
yeah, and like dead ass exhausted. And so she slept, and I kind of just stayed up with him as he started to come to. And we got him to eat things and stuff like that. And we were able to leave within 2.5 hours after the surgery. We made sure he had to pee and eat and all that stuff. So and then he came home and he was a cuddly drunken mess, but he was fine. Like, I don't want to say fine. He had a fucking cast on. Like, his cast goes from here to here. But
Drunk 4-year-olds are fun.
yeah, he was okay. He slept the whole lot.
I don't encourage getting your 4-year-old high or drunk. We were leaving the hospital, and the nurse had a little tiny wheelchair. She had him on. She had him in a tiny wheelchair. And so we're sitting there waiting for Steven to pull the car around. And he's sitting in the chair. He goes, I like this place.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah? He goes, yeah. I was like, well, there it is. He goes, where? What? I said, well, there's the codone. Where?
Yeah, they gave him like a little. They give him like Tylenol with a little dose of codone for his little body.
Yeah.
I would say kids thankfully bounce back quickly even from
Yeah.
ordeals like this. Now it's like, what, 5-6 days later. It's just a pain in the ass to him at this point. Like,
Yeah.
he's the same kid. He's back to normal. It's just a huge pain in the ass. He hates it. He hates it. But so
I'm not.
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then I load him in the car, and he's like, okay, get my chair. I was like, no, buddy, the wheelchair stays here. And he cried. Like, you would think he was being physically injured while I was trying to strap him in the car seat. And I was like, look, he's fine. He's just crying over the chair. Oh, my chair.
It was good. Razz Obi walks into his store, alarm trip. Obi walks out, trip him again. Oh, cool, Dad. Proceeds to go in and out of the store. Stevie B, stop that. We're going to get store cloaked. Sir, what's going on here? I'm calling security shortly after Showtime rolls up on call.
Oh, bruh.
I would love if Showtime came up. That happened once when I was in jury duty. He thought I got arrested.
What did you do?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Nothing. I got fucking jury duty. And then he had to like be like, "Hey, dude, like my best friend is out there, so he can't do that." Oh, man, dude. Gifted. Thank you so much for the gift to share. Man, you're the fucking man. Gifted 1 tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Damn, dude. Thanks, dude. So I didn't click stop. Oh, I thought I hit the stop stream. So yeah, so we get him home, and so then we have to like, we have 5 other couples, right, coming on this trip, and I already sent him I made a group chat, and I sent everybody. I was like, look, if we end up not being able to go support the family, we love it. Thank you so much. If we're not able to go, you guys just go without us. Just go without us. Like, so we sat back, and he was originally going to stay at my dad. And my dad is good with the kids, but not a kid in that state. And frankly, we didn't want to be away from him. So we were just like, well, fuck it. Let's take him with us. Like, because the next day he woke up, he was okay. He was, eating some cereal and banana. He was good to go. And yeah. By the way, did you address this weekend? Yeah, I did. We're good. Just keep me nodded. Keep me nodded. Keep me in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so we we were like, let's just take him, and so we took him with us. All our friends are great and they love him. We did debate on leaving him with Ari, and we almost did. Because Ari was like, just fucking bring him here. And Ari would have took immaculate care of him. But we just didn't want to be away from him. Like, that's... to be honest, Ari would have probably took better care of him than we do now. Like, when he's at home with us now.
Look, it's hard.
But...
He's falling and stuff.
Man, dude, oh, dude, stop, bro. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the support, man. Yeah, I always said not sure about that after that Among Us stream. No, she treats children way better than adults.
Yeah.
Uh, look, Ari is like a fantastic, like top tier, one of the best moms I know I've ever known. I'm not like, and I say that wholeheartedly. So there you go. Top tier mom, yes, exactly.
Making shirts.
Yeah, I do. You do top tier moms.
Top tier moms.
Yeah, that'd be great. So we took him on a car ride. We were like, let's go, and we dropped Lane on my dad because she's insanely low maintenance, and
she could use a break from all of us too.
Yeah, she didn't want to go. Like Obi's easy. He watches a couple of cartoons while adults are hanging around talking, and he's fine, right? She just needs more attention. So she went there, and she has the right to but she didn't want to go. And so we drove up there with him. We got an extra ticket to medieval times, the kids ticket, and we're like, fuck it, let's go. So this day I still wonder about that fire stick. You guys, I'll pause the story to tell you about this fire stick, okay? When
you already know.
Look, was it when I took it? When did I go over there? Did I take Elena to his house?
Yeah.
So when I took Elena to his fucking house, okay? He goes, it doesn't work, son. It just doesn't work. I'm telling you. Y'all tell me why. I turned the Fire TV on, used his phone, went to settings, went to the phone, pushed the button. It saw the remote within 5 to 10 seconds. It was fine. He was like, son, I did all that. And I was like, obviously, Pops. So the Fire TV remote is fine. He's just a fucking boomer. That's like that's about how that goes. So yeah. So anyway, so we took him with us. Trip there was fine. He rode the car ride fine. We got brought DVDs. He was good. We got there. Everything's good.
Everything's good.
Friday, having a great time. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Good time.
Right? Friday night was great. Heather went to bed a little early. I stayed up and played Magic with the boys. We played some Magic. A few rounds. Me, Denny, Ben, we were all playing. It's a good time. Saturday morning, everybody wakes up. Everybody's in a good mood, doing stuff. Some people are going here. Some people are going there. Going for breakfast. Some people stay for breakfast. Me and Dante, we went to the gym in Myrtle Beach. We fucking pounded. Me and Dante, we fucking pounding out, man. Doing some chest. Wait, that's not. No. Doing some chest. I don't know.
So good at it.
I know. We're doing freeway. Biceps. Yeah, anyway.
Doing some chest.
We worked out. And so then we're like, everybody just spends the day talking. Heather left to go do something. I don't know.
I went to take, because everybody was upstairs, and they're talking about hitting up the shop. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take Obi downstairs real quick, give him a fresh dose of medicine, make sure he goes potty, grab some stuff, and we'll meet you downstairs in the car. Okay. So we're headed into the elevator. I said, hey, we're heading downstairs. I got the okay. And so Obi and I are downstairs in the car, listening to Trolls World Tour, having the time of our lives. And Steven's like, I gotta take a shit. So it'll be a minute. I was like, okay, cool. Next track. Whatever. And then I get a message from somebody else that said, Heather, we need you upstairs, 911. I was like, God damn. Where did he shit everywhere? Like, my brain was stuck on shit explosion 2020. Like, I don't know. So I was like, all right, well, come on. I grabbed some anti-diarrhea medicine out of the center console and headed upstairs. Met friends in the hallway that said, Obi needs to stay in the living room with us. You need to go into the bathroom. I was like, how bad is this shit, right? That Obi can't see. And I go in there, and Steven is laid out on the bathroom floor. Like, just down. And I got, lightheaded. I was like, God damn it. Like, I can't do another night in the ER. And he starts crying because he feels bad. Like, I'm so sorry to do this to you. I was like, God damn, fucking get up, man. Like, if you're sorry, get up.
Alright, so this is what happened. Alright. And look.
Where were you doing?
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Luckily, I had finished shitting. And there was no poop involved in this story, okay? It's not a poop story. And look, I know we like to make fun of me about this stuff, but I'm not ready to be made fun of yet. I just want to fucking put that out there. Alright? Because this was a big deal. Alright? So, I don't know if I just washed my hands like a madman or something, or if there was water on the floor from where someone took a shower. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I do, yes, it could have been me.
It was you.
Okay, that's fine. But my sneakers were fairly new. I haven't worn them that much. And the floor of this place was all, what's that? What is that?
I don't want to up it up and say marble, but it was definitely tile. It was really slick.
Right, and so I slipped. And I fell. And this wasn't a regular Stevie B haha fell.
No.
I fell and
behind two locked
doors because everybody likes to prank each other, right? So I locked both the fucking doors so no one busts in on me in the bathroom while I'm taking a shit because that's what everybody likes to do.
Because you started it.
That's not the point. That's not the point at all.
Because we're adults.
And so when I hit the floor, I don't even remember how I fell. I know I did the splits a little bit. I know when I hit the floor, my entire right leg went completely numb. And at that point, I was planning my life as a cripple. I thought that I had completely butchered my leg. I thought that was it. And I screamed, and my friends laughed because they thought that was fucking around.
What? Because you do that.
I know. No, I'm not saying like they laugh, fuck them. And then I yelled for help.
Because they said first it was a ah, and they were like, "Oh, we're not going in there. We're not looking at TV's ass. We're just not doing it again." And then there was the second yell, and they were like, "Oh, that's not funny."
Yeah, the boy who yelled help. Actually, no, they say that a lot.
Yeah.
That's what they said. And so eventually they all realized that, oh, that's a tone that we've never heard before. Fuck. And so for those, most of you know, Dante and Showtime are cops. Dante kicks in the fucking bedroom door. Just kicks it the fuck in like he's on the job. Just kick that bitch right down. All right? And my face is right. I'm on the floor, and my face is next to the fucking door. And I hear them kick in the first door, but I'm like, holy shit. I was like, I got to reach up and unlock this door. Otherwise, I would knock, knock, you need help? Yeah, exactly. He came in like the fucking Kool-Aid man. Like, he's like, oh yeah! Like, and so they're like, get back! And I was like, no! Hold on! And I like reached up to unlock it because all I could think about is that rising price tag of what I'm gonna have to fucking pay for on top of my missing leg that I'm gonna have to deal with. And so
that deposit.
Yeah, that's right. And so they came in, and I'm fucking on the floor like it is so fucking painful. I don't think I landed on my knee, but I definitely I think I sprained my meniscus or something, but I'm in fucking pain. I can barely walk, right? I can barely stand on it. Luckily, Dante is a personal trainer, obviously, he's my personal trainer. And he laid me on a bed, and he took, Showtime's ready to call the ambulance. I was like, just wait a fucking minute.
He was gung-ho about the ambulance.
Yeah,
you're not ruining my fun time.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Like, just hold the fuck on. And so Dante laid me on the bed, and he pulled my leg back, into like the L shape to make sure that I didn't have like a torn ACL. Stretched it out, turned it left, turned it right, all that shit. I tore my ACL, PCL, and MCL my senior year of high school. That pain blows. Holy shit, Hutch. Whoa, bro. That all at once?
Football?
Fuck, yeah. I want to be like, if I had something bad, I was like, man, I wish I was playing football. But I wasn't. I was on the fucking bathroom. Question there, Miss Sage. What is your favorite aspect about streaming with your mister? I know there's a delay, so forget my repost. No problem. No problem, man. You want to answer real quick? What's your favorite thing about streaming with me?
Streaming with you?
Yeah.
Calling you out on your bullshit. It's fun. I gotta bring you down. Everybody else like builds you up. I gotta keep you humble.
Whoa,
What the
fuck? Man. 10 gifted subs, bro. Thank you so much for the support tonight, bro. Oh my god, what a fucking legend. I'm gonna say, Jesus, dude. Sub hype. No shit, dude. Thank you so much, dude. You're a fucking legend, bro. Thank you, dude. Jesus. You're the man. Bands, don't forget to post that shit in Discord. I'm gonna hype your shit up like crazy. Listen, he's gonna have a stream going that's gonna be dope as fuck, you guys. It's gonna be in a couple of weeks, he said. So we'll talk about that when we get more closer. But it's gonna be dope. He showed me a bunch of shit yesterday. Looked pretty awesome.
I think with streaming with Steven, I'm not a gamer. I don't have the attention span. I don't know.
She plays Mario Kart. It's about Mario Kart, Mario Party. She's about as far as it goes.
I mean, I like to watch him play. I've always watched him play, like especially with games with puzzles, Uncharted, Resident Evil. What else have we played? A little bit of God of War.
Yeah, some of the Assassin's Creed games. She's helped me through the puzzles. The Zelda, the Breath of the Wild. She helped me do a lot of those.
That's because you run around the room too fast.
Yeah.
But like, so it's a kind of a compromise. He plays the game. I get to hang out and goof off with him, and then talk to everybody in chat, whether it's somebody that we actually know or new people. It's fun.
Yeah, she just comes in here and really talks shit, and she has fun talking to everybody. 160 subs over the past year for some people that supported me 20 years ago when I was a new person to everything. I think about it, and thank you both for every day for that. No problem, man. Dude, we love you, bro. I'm excited to see you.
Keep light.
Heather's gonna be gone Sunday. Keep that in mind. She's gonna be gone on Sunday night. But other than that, we're super free. So I'm laying on the bed, and I'm in crazy amounts of pain, like at this point, right? And I'm still debating on whether my knee is fucked. Like I'm still like, is my knee fucked? I don't know. So I get up and I'm like limping around the fucking room. Like I'm just like I can barely put any weight on this fucking leg, but I could walk, right? So that gave me some hope that my knee wasn't completely fucked, because I'm a big dude, right? Obviously putting a lot of fucking weight on that knee. For it not to buckle immediately was like, okay, so there's not crazy amounts of damage. So I was like, all right, I'm going to fucking last the weekend. Like, we were literally about to leave for medieval times, right?
Well, we were going to go shopping, and then we decided to let you prop it up with ice until it was time for medieval time.
And so I did. And I was like, okay, I think I can make this. And so I'm limping like crazy, but I'm making it, right. So then we get in the car, and my leg has a pop, right, and it was just, now in hindsight, it was like a pop that your knee does when sometimes, you know what I mean. But I thought my kneecap gave way. I was like, that's it, my leg's done. I'm fucked. And like buddy Ben and Showtime came running over, and then I got out of the car and I limped on it, and I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm okay. Like, and I was like, I'm walking on again, it's not fucked. And I realized that it was probably just like a cartilage pop, as like,
because the angle he was getting in the car,
right?
It was his side of the car was against the wall,
right? So then we get to medieval times, and I got some good medicine from a friend. That's all we're gonna say. So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm making it. I definitely am struggling because it hurts like a bitch. but I'm able to walk on it, and we get in there. Your knee is now my knee. That's right. By the way, Steve, you get a message from Spartan. I invited him to Discord. I didn't get a message from him directly, but I think he joined. That's cool. Yeah, it's no problem. Anybody's welcome. No worries. And so we get in there and have a couple margaritas. And it was good. It was okay. Jesus, did we fucking sink? I think I stretched my entire thigh this weekend. I was just limping and my knees kept buckling from the pain each time I took a step down after moving room. Dude, that was me. I swear to, yeah, I guess we were linked, aren't we? That was
Menzies.
Yeah, that's right, dude. That was no, seriously. Listen, I could barely fucking walk. And luckily you sit down at medieval times, right? So I'm fine during the entire time we're there. When we're leaving, I got one of my friends to ask the security guard to open up the side door that was right by the cars. I don't know if he's a cop or security guard, but he opened up the door for us, and I looked at him. I was like, you know what? Fuck all those knights and fuck all those guys in there. You're my knight in shining armor. And he was like, "Aw." And so then we went back. Everybody got drunk except for me, and Heather didn't really get drunk.
No,
she drank a little because Obi's got a broken arm and I got a broken leg, and so
somebody's got to drive home.
Right. And so I propped my leg up and iced it. I still hung out with everybody. I had a drink, but I didn't get drunk. I just hung out with everybody. Everybody else got, like, literally everyone else got absolutely annihilated except for the people in the 10-year anniversary.
No, not everybody got annihilated.
Most people did.
No.
Half
is fair.
Yeah. There were a lot of people up at 3 a.m. And this is what I said.
We're up.
I thought everybody was going to bed, and then like the party someone turned on music, and it's 3 a.m. And I'm like, do these motherfuckers know that checkout's at 10? Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Y'all bitches still up drinking. Like, at 10 o'clock, we have to be out. Which means all motherfuckers got to be up at like 8, 9 o'clock. So, I don't know. Anyway, it was fine.
What are your sneakers? Adidas?
Yes.
No, they're Adidas.
They're Adidas. No. They are.
You kept saying K-Swiss, but they look like K-Swiss, but they're Adidas.
They're Adidas. They are. I have Adidas sandals.
I got my shoes on, but they look like sneakers.
And look, and it's funny. So what was? I think I kept looking at that from the post group. But yeah, it looked nice. Yeah, they were nice shoes, but they almost killed me. They actually flew off when I fell. Yeah, they were like not on my feet. I can tell you that.
See, I had assumed that you slipped in your socks.
No.
Because your shoes were not.
No, the shoes are what made me fall, and the impact of the fall fucking sounds like an Adidas. Yeah. But yeah. So we still have fun Saturday night. And then we just everybody was like talking about going to breakfast and shit. Me and Heather were like, look, we love everybody. Thank you for coming. We got everyone to sign Obi's cast. We got the whole group to sign Obi's cast, and then we came home. And then we drove home, and that was. I mean, there's nothing else too crazy after that. Like we came home, got settled, fucking chilled. I had my leg up Sunday and Monday.
Apparently, a double homicide out in front of our hotel.
Yeah. Oh, there was like a fucking shit ton of cops and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were like, "What's happening?" And we just were like, "Let's just relax." Yeah, it turns out, because Dante and Showtime can check up on that shit, and it turned out it was a double homicide. Redeem Highlight, did you get pizza, cookies, and ice cream for your injury? I actually
did.
did.
Yes.
Obi did, and I actually did get pizza and ice cream. I didn't get cookies, but Showtime actually went across the street.
You got cookie dough ice cream.
I did get. Oh, that's true. I did. Showtime went across the street to get me cookie dough ice cream. Because of what happened. He's such a good friend. So to answer your question, yes. So yeah, nothing else. Nothing else too crazy. It was relaxing. I will say this: Heather paid for like this $65 insurance for the room. Because you could pay like a deposit and maybe get it back, maybe not, but you never get back your deposit. You could just leave your card on file and they'll charge you for whatever they find.
Yeah, they can charge you up to $1,000.
Right. or you could spend like $65
Just a
and
flat fee per
look,
room and be done with it.
let me tell you, the door that Dante kicked in, the door frame was split, like down, like fucking straight down. Like it was somehow the door still closed, but that door frame was fucked. Heather canceled her card yesterday, just in case. We canceled her card and got a new card. Man, shit! With another 5 gifted subs at tier 1. Thank you so much for the support. We love you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, dude. Absolute fucking legend, man. Absolute legend. Thank you so much.
I won't do a condo again though.
Yeah, that was pretty shit.
I had to check in. They told me, they sent the email. They're like, you have to check in at a separate location. I was like, okay, fine. So I assumed that it was like next door or across the street or something. No, it was 2 miles up the strip. And they gave us 2 parking tags per room. We had 6 adults driving. So
Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom condo. Why the fuck you only give us 2 parking tags for?
And I actually went back to look at my emails, and it says that in my emails.
That was your fault.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking Heather.
And then they gave me no checkout instructions. I was like, do we need to run the dishwasher? Do we put the linens in the washing machine? The only thing I knew for sure is that we take out the trash, but I didn't know where to check out. So I tried calling the front desk, and that number is not good. Because there is no front desk. So then I called the 888 number, and they're like, oh yeah, well you check out the same place that you checked in. So I leave, I'm hauling ass. I was like, hey, don't close the doors. Make sure you leave them, open, just in case they turn off our codes, which they did. And I tried going down to the place where we checked in at, and I can't get to it because the strip is shut down. I don't know if there was like some type of parade or festival happening on the boulevard, but I couldn't get to it. And so I'm doing circles. I was like, oh my god, like they're gonna like catch me with some bullshit because I'm 10 minutes late. Can't figure out how to get to this place. And so finally, like, fuck it, park in this thing and walk across the street. And I go, like, I just need to check out. And she goes, honey, you could have called.
Yeah, Heather was furious.
I was like, I tried. I left you a voicemail. She goes, oh yeah, we've been getting slammed all morning. I was like, it's probably because nobody can get here. Like,
yeah, Heather came back in like full blown fucking rage mode when she found out she didn't actually have to leave. She was mad as fuck.
Because like I'm hauling ass to try and check out by 10. And people are rolling out of bed and, oh, did you make this coffee? Oh, thanks for breakfast. And I'm like,
hey, look, my ass is straight like limping around,
right,
trying to do what I can.
Fucking useless.
Yeah, and I'm like, I got the bathroom stuff in the bag. I got all the bathroom stuff I put in the bag, and I put that bag in the big bag.
Like, everybody on our trip is my hero, because if they weren't watching my son, they were watching my husband while I was trying to get stuff done.
Congratulations, Steve. That's right. Yeah, like one our buddy Ben was pretty much my crutch through medieval times. I just like held on to his arm the entire time. It was fucked up. It was. I can't imagine when people stop because like we're literally walking arm in arm. Ben Watkins. That's what we're talking about. We're literally walking arm in arm, and Ben's wife is pregnant, right? And so there's us walking arm in arm, pregnant woman next to them, and then woman with a kid in a cast next to her, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is happening here?" Is this
like, do you think they're looking at us? I'm like, oh, they're for sure looking at us.
It's like, is this some what's that network that puts on crazy shit like that, like Sister Wives and shit? Oh. Is this like some weird...
Who's together? Are the guys? Are the girls together?
Everyone.
We're all together.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but we had a good time. Times. 9th level of hell of domestic abuse. Yeah. No shit. So we did good. Everything ended up being okay.
Yeah.
So I did go to the let me say this too. I did go to the doctor yesterday, and he, made me lay down and pretty much did the same thing Dante did when it first happened, but he did a lot more motion and back and forth, yeah, and like pushing all the major tendons and stuff. And there was no pain. And I'm a pain bitch. I don't do pain well at all, especially like achy pain. I'm not good with it. Like yeah, I'm breaking bones, stuff like that. If I got like a big cut, I like the stinging thing. I can like fucking deal with it. It hurts like a bitch, but like an ache, like I wouldn't be able to do that shit very well. And I mean, I'm still a bitch when I get cut, but like the aches, I do not do well with. And so
No, because you're automatically dying.
right,
Whatever it is,
it's
you're
true.
gonna die.
It's true. But no, he checked it out and everything was fine. Everything was okay. And he was just like, you just need to stay off it as much as possible for the next few days. He gave me work excuse to just work from home. And it's getting fairly better. I'm still not uh fully, like, I'm still limp around a little bit, and it's still really tight, I guess the best thing to say, around my kneecap, behind my knee, and my calf are all like really tight. So it's hard to like walk normally. But Heather had to help me like get in and out of the shower when I first got back. Now I can get in and out of the shower alone, guys. And so yeah, it's great. It's a good feeling. That first day, Heather had a towel like ready for the brace. Did you overextend your knee? I think that's what happened. Hutch, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I don't. What do you mean by that? What happens when you overextend your knee? Okay.
That like it bends the opposite direction.
That might have happened when I fell. Maybe. Maybe I don't know. That's probably how I felt. I mean, it's okay now. My what's this? What did I say it was called? Right here on the side. This what's this tendon? The what my dad.
So the meniscus.
Yeah, I think my meniscus got like bruised or stretched or something. Your knee overextends past the usual locking point when you walk and stand. Yeah.
Hyperextend bends the wrong way.
My thigh's feeling better today, but I press on it and I still feel a bit of pain. Yeah, that sucks. Hyperextend at smashing. I fucking wish. I wish was I did it. Yo, congrats on 10 years, my dude. Thank you so much. She gets all the thanks though because she has put up with me. And Heather, you're a saint. There you go. There you go. There you go, Benny. So what happened? Okay, now you got me WebMD in it. Like what happens when like does it just get when you overextend? Does it just like heal later? Like results in pain in the knee, cap, and behind knee. Also residual pain in the muscles just above and below the knee. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. To be honest, it doesn't really. Sorry, I just like knocked you the fuck. It doesn't really hurt right now. It's just really tight. Like if that makes sense. Like there's a tightness in front of my knee, there's a tightness behind my knee, and a tightness in my calf. As long as you don't tear anything, yeah, it just feels kind of like rolling an ankle. Okay. Well, I think that's what I did. In all honesty, I think I got insanely fucking lucky that I didn't like do anything, any major damage. I'm still worried that I did, and like the doctor said no MRI was needed right now unless it kept hurting. So I don't know. Those injuries take a few days to a week. Yeah, that's why. That's pretty much what the doc said was to stay off as much as possible, as much as you can, for a week. No craziness. You would have known if you tore your tendon. Hutch. That's what people kept telling me. They were like, "Look, dude, if you tore something, first off, you wouldn't be hobbling around like that. You wouldn't be, you wouldn't be able to fucking stand. Hey, fam, I'm heading out. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Love y'all. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We love you. Thanks for the support tonight, buddy. Don't forget to link me the stream when you start. I'll hype you up. So yeah. So, but you know, end of the day, it's not too bad. And I got a lot of work. I even work from home. I got a lot of work done today, so that's okay. My boss was not too happy about that work from home order, but she definitely is insanely understanding. So she was cool with it, and we just worked it out. Sharing that shit, okay. Yeah, that's what most people kept telling me. Like, Hutch, when I tore the tendons in my knee, the first step I took after my knee literally went out of sideways. And oh! Oh!
Ow! To see that happen to you, I just put you down.
Hutch, can I ask you about the recovery for that? Like,
probably still recovering.
Like how long did it take? Did you have to have like major knee surgery?
No.
Well, obviously, you obviously had to have major knee surgery.
No.
Never fully recovered.
Oh.
Fuck, dude, that sucks. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Ah, shit. Well, I'm glad you're cool. Well, not. Yeah, cool live. 2 months for insurance to approve surgery. Wait.
What?
So you sat there for 2 months not able to fucking walk? Were you able to? I guess you can't. You couldn't walk, right?
Or chilling with a big ass bill.
Crutches? Jesus Christ, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that happen, man. That's fucking terrible, Hutch. That's generally the fucking worst, bro. That's what I was worried about happening here. And damn it, rap. And all I could think was like I did this shit in the bathroom. Like I didn't do it. It's not like not that it's any I didn't do anything cool like playing football. I didn't like slip into the fucking water in the bathroom. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. That's the story of the trip this weekend. Little crazy, but we got through it. Like I said, up and down, tragic yet amazing. Because we inevitably had a lot of friends with a lot of fun with our friends. If only Ari was there. Roller coaster remote, yes.
Right.
Hutch, 2 surgeries in total. The ACL didn't take. The cadaver ACL donor, they don't heal by themselves. Damn. So how to do that one twice in a month? Fuck. That's so anyway, 10 years. How do you feel?
Me?
Yeah. No, fucking them. How do you? What?
I'm so tired.
Wait, you're tired of this marriage?
Did I say that?
I said, how do you feel about 10 years? And you said, I'm tired.
I'm tired, bro.
Tired like right now or of this marriage?
Like right now, I'm tired.
Oh. I'll just check it. You can understand why my brain went there, right? What do you mean, no?
You said, how do you feel? I'm tired, bro. Like.
No, I said, but oh, Jesus Christ. I started with 10 years of marriage. How do you feel?
I'm tired. Like, bro, we've done some shit. I'm tired. Not tired, like.
Yeah, man. When I had that first kid, it was rough. When I had that second kid, it was rough.
When you did what?
You know.
When you did what? When you did what?
I was joking.
First kid, I recall.
Here we fucking go. Oh, here we fucking go. What do you recall about the first kid?
I recall that you had been up late gaming. I woke up at 3 a.m.
We weren't even married yet at this point. Yeah. Were we?
With contractions.
No, we weren't.
No,
we
weren't.
weren't married yet.
With
I didn't fucking
contractions.
know.
And before I woke you up, because I know that you had been up late, I timed them. And while I was timing them, I did dishes. Just in case it was time, because I didn't want to come back to a dirty kitchen. And then when I realized it's time, I call the doctor. Like oh, hell yeah. I call the labor and delivery and said, hey, these are my contractions. And they said, okay, go to the ER. They'll be waiting for you. Go and wake you up, and you go, do I have time to take a shower first?
Well, I don't want to be stinky in the hospital.
Do you have time for a quick one?
I don't want to be stinky.
Nobody's sticking their head in hands in your hoo-ha.
I know, but still, I don't want to sit and be stank. We were going to be there for a minute. Could have showered 3 a.m. Well, I didn't know she was, like, going to start contractions then, Arwen, okay? Don't look like that. I mean, why? You could have woke me up when you started.
Well, but because I had woken up like that before, and sometimes it was just, I was tight, and I needed to take a walk, and sometimes I needed to make a bowel movement, and so I had to, like, rule out
take
all
a
the
shit.
things. Yes, take a shit. So I had to rule all that out. I didn't see a point in waking you up for nothing. So you're welcome.
Well, it's not nothing. I took a shower. I needed shit. Oh, I called my boss at GameStop at the time. It was like 4 a.m. What the fuck do you want? And he was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah. I called him on the way there.
That was the most aggravating car ride I think we've ever had.
Why?
Every time like I would have a contraction, he'd be like, are you okay? Bro, you got one more time to ask me. Obviously,
I'm sorry that I'm worried about my fucking wife.
Kid 2, you were sick, and I don't know if it was like, and I said I do this because I don't know if you were legit sick or if you had like stress issues. Because you know when you get stressed, you have stomach issues.
I do. I get just diarrhea just shoots out of me when I get mega. It's only when I get like mega stressed though. What I do, you guys fucking just.
So then you weren't allowed to be up near me, so you sat in the chair at the foot of the bed and got stuck, apparently.
No, listen. Y'all listen to this. I don't know if I told this story on stream before. So they were like, y'all chill, it's gonna be a minute, because you're getting induced.
I was getting induced,
It takes a second, right? The first baby was like, contractions. Alright, bye, see you later. Dude, this one was a whole...
by lunchtime.
Yeah, a whole nother deal. Yeah, so listen. They're like, just chill. And I'm like, okay. So I lean back. I'm saying, Steve, listen, lady, listen. So like, I lay back in this fucking chair, right? And I like got a blanket, and like, I was like,
because they told me to take a nap. I took a nap.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be a fucking minute. Well, it ended up not being a minute. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, they start wheeling in carts and shit, and I noticed, and all of a sudden, they got her ass up, like, knees up, and going, and I was like, shit! Like, ah! And so, I take this blanket off, and like, I'm like, alright, let's go. And so, the way this chair is set up, I go, and I'm like laying like this, and I go, like, I can't get the fuck, like, I can't reach, my arms can't reach the armrest to pull it back into sitting position. And so, after like a minute of trying, I have like a fucking crisis. I can't be like, hey, excuse me, doctors and nurses that are about to pull a baby out of another human being, can you help my big ass get out of this chair, please? Like, so I'm like, whoa, fuck, what am I gonna do? And I'm like, I could roll out, but like, everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck? This dude just rolled out his chair and make a whole fucking thing happen. And so I'm like, what? And so then I was like, all right, listen. I was like, you got to do this one hand at a time. So, all right. And so then I was like, and like, I was just like, Hah! And I got the one on, I got it. And I grabbed that armrest, and I was like, Hah! And I got the other one, and I was like, Pow! And I was like, yes! And I jumped up, and I was so excited. And no one even fucking saw, like, obviously no one's paying attention to me. And no one saw this ridiculous commotion or anything.
If anybody was at an angle to see you, it would have been me.
Yeah.
I did not.
See it not. Yeah. So, like, I literally... And this was probably... It probably went on for about 3 minutes, me trying to get out of this fucking chair, dude. Like, I was like... I had, like, almost a mental breakdown, like, what is the best course of action here? Do I roll out? Do I ask for help? Like none of them are good, right? None of them are good. And I was just like, all right, I have to do this on my own. I gotta do it. I was like fucking Goku, like about to hit Super Saiyan 1. Like I was ready. So there you go. And the chair was Frieza. You know what I'm saying? So like I did it. I got out of there. Ugh.
Then I see him walk across in front of me with a phone in his hand.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. What was I doing?
You were messaging your dad.
Yeah, I was messaging my dad. Let him know, hey, you get the fuck up here. The baby's being born. And so the first thing she just goes, don't you fucking film this! And I was like, wait, what? Like, and the doctor was like,
he's not. I was like, you don't know him.
Yeah, she just screamed at you. I was like, wow, don't be calling me out in front of these people. What? I'm not gonna take a picture of you like this.
I was a bitch to that doctor.
She was a bitch.
I know. Yeah.
No, you were. Yes, I was referring to you.
Are you feeling any pain? Yes, bitch. Like.
Yeah, I was just like...
elbow deep, of course there's pain.
You don't know him! No, I'm texting my fucking dad. That's all. And like, I felt traumatized because I had just dealt with this chair situation, and then she starts screaming at me, and I'm like, who's having more trauma here?
Obviously.
Debatable.
So then Obi's out. And Showtime comes up.
Oh, yeah.
And he holds him.
Listen, I looked at him like he was fucking stupid as shit.
And so you know, like, there's a bit of the umbilical cord left, and they have it clamped at the end, right? The Showtime goes, what's wrong with this thing?
Yeah, wait, he thought the umbilical bit was his fucking dick. Oh, Showtime's watching. He's on the note. He said rude. he thought the little thing was his dick. He's like, why is this dick purple?
Why is it purple?
I was like, what are you talking about, bro? He's like, look, what's wrong? Oh, that's not his fucking dick, bro. It's in his belly button. He's like, oh, I don't know. Why do they leave that on? They can't take it off. It falls off naturally. And it's gross as fuck.
On Grey's Anatomy. Now, there is delayed cord clamping where there's still the exchange of blood for longer, and it's supposed to be healthier for the baby.
That's, yeah. No, look, and it just, like, it stays on your baby for days, like, right here. And it just...
It shrivels up and dries and eventually falls off.
And so you're like flicking it. It's almost like
Did you flick it? You're not supposed to flick it. That probably hurts, Steven.
I wasn't flicking it hard. I was just touching it.
Oh my god.
I was just touching it.
Caught
orange. What was
Persona, the umbilical cord on my baby.
Yeah. That's a dude to no.
Trust a dude to flick it.
Yeah. Persona, not his dick. It's the umbilical cord bit. That's no. I didn't like go. I wasn't look. It's not fucking middle school. I wasn't like, "Pow, got you, little bitch." Like I didn't. That wasn't how it was. I just like did that to see if it was coming off. Like I did. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, I know, dude. Just the imagery of that. Yeah, look. Y'all get me.
Oh my god.
Pow! I know, dude. I know. I wanted it. It's weird. Like, you change with this, and like, they're like this fucking big. And I'm like, there's this little scab, like, on his belly. And I'm like, what? Is he gonna cry if I do that? I don't know. Like, I didn't, like, rip it the fuck off. Like, but when it does finally come off, it's, like, gooey and shit. It's really gross, yo. Like, it's just it's like a scene from fucking Aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gross. But it's good. He still has an Audi though.
No, it's not. I don't know. Is it considered an Audi?
Yes.
It's like level.
Yeah, they were like, don't worry, that Audi will go away. It has not gone away yet.
Well, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, it still sticks out a little bit. And the Audi is not his dick. Showtime.
Well, if you hadn't afflicted, maybe.
You flicked it too much. You gotta like thump it like middle school, okay? Oh my gosh. You guys are crazy.
What else have I endured? Your gallbladder surgery.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun time.
That was not good. That
apparently this is something he'd been passing gallstones like for years.
Listen, have y'all
never
ever
told me.
Fuck. Have y'all ever dealt with gallstone passing? It's not necessarily as bad as passing a kidney stone, but like passing a gallstone is like you have the want and your body has the need to viciously vomit and viciously diarrhea. You know those feelings you get when your body's trying to make that happen? But it doesn't happen. Like, that's what, like, you're just sitting on the toilet and fucking nothing. And it's, like, so insanely painful. And I've passing gallstones. Like, it was so bad that I started going to medical at work when it happened at work. And the second time it happened, the nurse was like, either your wife picks you up or I call an ambulance.
And he kept calling my job. I was like, look, you call me one more time, I'm coming to take you to the ER.
I was like, well, come on, let's go. And
he begged the nurse at work. He's like, I don't want to be the guy that leaves in the ambulance.
No, I didn't want to be that way. That pain was insane. I remember when I got my gallbladder taken out, I was on the floor, my bathroom just curled up. That pain was, it is, Persona, you know, it's the fucking absolute worst. You guys had it. I would get into bed. That's what I do. I'd curl up in a ball in the bed. And she'd be like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't know.
Bye, Hutch.
Bye, Hutch. We love you. Got work at 3 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm going to, goodbye.
Oh.
3 a.m. Shit, dude. Good luck. We love you, buddy. It felt better throwing up, so I had this just insane urge to continue to do it. Yeah, it was terrible. So
I go pick him up from work, and we go to the ER. And since he's not, like, bleeding profusely or having chest pains, we sit down. And then his pain starts to subside. And he's like, should we go home? Like, I'm feeling better.
She's
like, no, bitch.
Yeah, she's like, nah. And see, my boss, right, didn't believe me.
Well, because like 2 days before, you were like,
no.
So what's medical leave like?
No. 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours?
Yeah, like, I worked second shift, and the first thing I had just started the job. I didn't know what the medical leave was, and I actually had something else coming up in a couple of months, and I just wanted to know. I was like, hey, man, what does medical leave look like? 3 hours later, I'm passing the gallstone and leaving, and look, his ass was at the hospital before we... No. We got there. Yeah. They did they wanted to do an endoscopy first. So they put me on to do an endoscopy. His ass showed up while I'm back getting an endoscopy, and he's like, oh, I guess this is pretty legit.
Okay, to be fair, he wasn't just a boss. He was also a family friend.
He's not. You said it past tense, like he's not.
He's not your boss anymore.
Right, but he's still a family friend. You said he was a family friend.
He's a family friend.
Yeah, like,
Sorry.
and so, yeah, that was rough. So they did that, and then I had to spend the whole fucking weekend because they didn't do that shit till Monday. This was
Oh,
a
man.
Friday. So I spent a weekend in the motherfucker. But a nerdy bit, right? Back then, The Walking Dead, everybody watched The Walking Dead, right?
They
Like
came up to the hospital.
that was back when like the whole country was watching The Walking
Yeah.
Dead, right? And so we had like a group of like 10 people that all came. They all came to our house and watched it.
God, you couldn't do that now.
No, all these motherfuckers came to the hospital on Sunday night. They pulled like the chair out of the fucking bathroom that they have there for people that can't take a shower and don't need to sit down. They pulled that out, sat on that. Bunch of people on the bed. Like it was a lot of people in there, and we were all watching The Walking Dead on AMC live. It was great. It made me feel loved. But then when I like everybody was like hanging out with me all weekend, but then like when I actually had the surgery, everybody had to go back.
So yeah, we had to go to work.
Yeah, we had to go. So like now I'm like alone. Even Heather had to bounce because of the kids and shit. So like I'm like great. Like when I need everybody, they're not here. She was there when I went back for surgery though.
And I needed.
Yeah, she was there when I went back for surgery.
The doctor was like, "Look, he's gonna be asleep the whole time." I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna go home and go to bed."
I'll tell you all this, right? So I told the story on the trip this weekend. So I had a bunch of like so nurses are so nice, right, and I had an older nurse during the week. She's really nice, mother vibe, right? You know, like a grandma mother vibe. Just I was like felt so loved, right, and everything was good, right. And so I get down to pre-op. Heather, her mom, and my dad are all sitting there in pre-op. And she pulls up, and I'm ass naked under a heated blanket. And she pulls it up and was like, "Oh, we're gonna need to shave a bit."
Because this doctor likes for you to be shaved.
Right. And I was like, "Oh, okay." Right. I thought because it was the stomach that wasn't the case, but apparently I have too much hair on my belly. And so then like she walks out. I thought she was gonna come walk in, and walks like this nurse who's like 21, like super hot, and like and there she is shaving me in front of my wife, my mother-in-law, and my father. I haven't felt more humiliated in my whole life. Like that was it. I was just like, oh, like exposed. I was I was just like, shit. All right, this is fine. This is all fine, I guess. This is fine. I'm good. I was fine with it. No, I wasn't. But no, that surgery went okay. Came home, spent a week. I did like
He did forget he was on pain meds, though.
because it was like the last day of pain meds. I had to make tacos. And I downed a margarita. And we were sitting at the dinner table, and she looked at me like, "Are you fucking okay?" And I was like, "No, man, I'm not. I'm actually not. I feel really fucked up right now." She was like, "Did you continue to take your codone?" I go, "Yeah." "You drank that margarita?" "Yeah." "You're not supposed to drink alcohol and codone, dipshit." I was like, "Oh God, I'm fucked up."
we finished eating and cleared the table, and he's just still sitting at the table, like.
Yeah, like it was. Oh God, I was donezo, boys.
Every once in a while, I'd be like, "Are you okay?" He'd be like, "I'm fucked up."
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make it. Maybe. It's possible. We'll see. But what have I endured? That's the question through these 10 years. What have I endured?
What have I put you through?
Let me think.
Okay. There was that last year I was on NuvaRing. And
Yeah,
I was a little batshit
you were
crazy.
batshit crazy. That's right.
What was that?
Yeah, birth control fucked her up. Like made her cuckoo, bananas. And like I could just like walk in the room and she'd be like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit."
I did not.
Like
Out loud.
I'm just making a sandwich. What did I do? Do you want one? Fuck. Ah!
It's not
No.
I mean, my pregnancy with Obi was pretty rough.
Yeah, but that's not your problem. That's not. I don't count that as like. Yeah. It was pretty rough though. That was pretty scary. I mean, it was scary. I should have been more scared. I think because she had really bad preeclampsia and her blood pressure got ridiculous.
I
Oh,
felt fine. Like with Elena, I was borderline, and my last day of work, um, after I came back from lunch and I lost feeling in my right hand, and I was like, huh. So I called my work mom. I was like, hey, I can't feel my right hand. Is that bad? And she goes, yeah. So they took me to the break room, took off my shoes, propped my feet up, and called Steven. I called the doctor's office, and they're like, yeah, you need to come up here now. By the time I left work, I couldn't feel my right hand. I was nauseous and super dizzy, which is really bad. That means my blood pressure is super high, and I'm on the verge of a seizure, pretty much.
yeah.
They hooked me up to machines when I got there. Um, Luckily, I didn't deliver that day. I think I delivered like a week or two later. They put me on bed rest, but she's like, "You're not leaving the hospital until you bring your blood pressure down." I was like, "Yes, I am." She goes, "You're not going back to work." No problem. But with Obi, my blood pressure was way higher. I felt fine. Like they kept looking at me and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
Is
hungry."
is spending a few years longer with me, sending her blood pressure to the fucking roof on a rag.
I mean,
Like she's used to that
I'm
shit.
just used to. I'm just coasting now. I'm totally
Definitely.
fine. I'm hungry because they kept wanting to hook me up to machines. I'm like, "That's great." Can I order lunch while I'm here? Because y'all got some bomb ass lemon cake. So yeah, I had tea in a bucket for a while too, so they could monitor my protein levels.
There you go. So, what about dealing with all my nerd shit?
Your nerd shit. Well, we had to when we were house hunting.
Oh yeah, listen.
We had to find a room that suited his needs, because not just any old frog would do.
How the
Because a lot of the frogs have slant, like their walls are really short and they have like really low roofs that slant, and he wouldn't be able to hang his shit up.
I gotta put dope shit on the wall on slanted roofs. I can't put dope shit on the wall.
And then I was thinking about, because of the time they were doing like live podcasts, so my house would be overrun by nerds on the weekend.
Oh, almost every weekend.
Almost either
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday. So I'm like, do I want them walking past bedrooms and being loud as fuck upstairs? We found one house with an unfinished basement that was like at the top of our budget level.
Yeah, we almost got it. We almost bought it.
It would have been great, but the basement wasn't finished.
Yeah.
If it had been like with a roof, or excuse me, with a ceiling and finished walls and stuff, we probably would have considered it more. But
We almost got it. Then we found this one with this used to be a kid's playroom.
the finished garage.
Not in this house, bitch. It's Stevie B's playroom.
And then remember that time I found out how much you were spending at the comic book store?
Oh my, listen, y'all. It was my first free comic book day, and I thought they said I thought it said 50% off all items.
Oh, that one.
It,
That's not what I was talking about.
oh, it was not 50% off all items. I thought I was spending $150. I ended up spending over $300.
This motherfucker went through with the transaction. It's Mother's Day, right? And Mother's Day always lands around his birthday. So usually he went to free comic book weekend and would hit up deals like that. And I'm like, cool, happy birthday, get what you want within this amount. And I usually spent Mother's Day with my mom at the zoo. So I get a call from him. I'm at the zoo having good times.
Oh boy.
And he's like, how much is too much to spend? I was like, well, we discussed $150.
And let's be clear, we were like 3 months out from our wedding.
Was it? No. Was
yeah,
it?
yeah, we were.
Were we?
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You were pregnant. Yeah, because you took a little Elena to the zoo.
So, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I had spent 300. And she was like, "You did what?" Like it's a tone that I think I had never heard before. I've heard it,
One time
you know.
when you were fucking around with that Xbox box.
Oh God,
Or was it
that
PlayStation box?
That was Xbox. Boy, she got mad at that too. I think I said. Yeah, so
I have endured.
so I ended up returning a couple of things and bringing it back down close.
Because he's like, "What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be that asshole that comes back and says, 'Hey, my wife said no'?" And I'm like, "Yes."
And I was, and they were cool with it. I think they were cool with it because I was only returning like half of it. I still kept a couple of things.
You returned like 2 figures, and it brought you back down.
Yeah, I was buying a bunch of DC Universe Online. Look at that. There's a bunch of DC Universe Online statues because the game had just come out and they were releasing the statue. I had like Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, fucking Flash, and I took them all back except for Superman. Bro, if you weren't for my sister, I almost bought a $500 plus Supergirl statue in a con. Look, I understand that, Arwen. I totally get it. I've almost blown a bunch of money at cons. But I always go back to that moment, that free comic book day, and like, I don't go crazy at cons. I'm pretty decent when I go to cons. There has to be some that they're like for instance, like I saw someone selling video games and they had the Japanese version of RE1 director's cut and RE2, so I bought those. Like, you know,
I just go back to the memory of I have to eat.
that's fair too. That's fair too. So the Xbox thing was really fucked up. Like that was a prank I played on Heather. That was really fucking mean. And I don't know. I still think it's kind of funny. But I just saw the way you cut your eyes at me. So when I worked at GameStop,
I know you can see me.
When I worked at GameStop, the 360 Slim had just come out, and for people that bought them, we were just like, fuck it, and we did like the data transfers in store for people. They like, hey, would you mind doing this? And we did it for the people we were cool with, like the regulars. They came in, we transferred their 360 to the 360 Slim because we had the whole setup right there. It took us 2 seconds. And like with when the boxes, they were just like, fuck it, dog. You keep the box, just throw it away, and they walk out with the Slim. All right, and so I took one of those boxes home just to fuck with Heather. And this was literally like 6 weeks before the wedding.
Because there was a discussion that we had that no, you don't need this.
Right. I tried to talk to her.
We just had a baby.
Right.
We're saving for a wedding.
Right. And so I come home with a 360 box and she goes, "What is that?" I go, "I bought this today." She goes, "We talked about you not doing that." And I go,
I was like, "What money?" And he's like, "Well, we have this money saved up for the wedding." And like, he's got me in a vulnerable position because I'm feeding the baby. So I can't kill him like on site because I'm busy.
And then I was like, well, you know what? I didn't really give a fuck, so I bought it.
he's like, I'm the man of this house and I'll make decisions if I want to make decisions. I was like, oh, that box is empty.
I went too far right. I should have stayed in the middle. I should have been like more apologetic that I bought it. Instead, I like became aggressive, and that's not me. So she was like, "You lying piece of shit." Like, yeah, it's an empty box. And then I dropped it and kicked it.
I've never thrown a baby at a person, but I was about.
Yeah, this is how it goes. And now I'm buying a Series X and a PlayStation 5 in the next few weeks. Some things never change, boys. Some things never change.
I'm waiting for the opportunity to arise for you to not have to purchase one. Because during the last console wars,
Oh my god. I don't know if I've told y'all this. Heather got so fucking mad, right? Okay, so thank you, Mans. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A good portion of Mans Donations from a few months ago is going towards the purchase of the PS5. Not all of it. I'm still gonna pay for some of it, but it's a good half. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to blow it all on just me, right? Because I'm not the only streamer on the channel. So. And I also got the work money, so I'm gonna use that to pay for Series X. So like, I had like the circumstances were there for these that just to happen, and they're tax write-offs, and I'm gonna have to pay fucking taxes on the stream this year. So anyway, for the PS4 and Xbox One era, of course I bought the Xbox One first. I bought that outright. Hold on, right from I'm winning Heather's revenge. Steve's gonna come home. Heather's got his Series Xbox sitting on the counter, and she lights it on fire. Stevie flips up. I had to laugh. Informs it was just a box. Don't give her fucking ideas.
I have a fire pit.
No, not funny. I don't think she'd though. I don't think she'd do that to $500 though. Now, if
just a box, man.
if she like said she sold it or something like that, I'd believe more of that. I'll make sure Heather's holding a cam though. Yeah, she definitely to post in Discord. She definitely would. There's no way she wouldn't do it. There's no way she wouldn't somehow get it captured.
Why is Ari here? No reason.
So I bought the Xbox One when it came out, right? I just bought it outright. Obviously, I didn't buy the PS4. Couldn't afford it.
Well, I mean, then you were kind of shitting on it as you're shitting on this new console now.
What? I should on what?
On the PS4.
Yeah, right.
Is your Xbox One.
That's right.
Right.
Come on, Kyle. Let's leave these Sony fucks to the limited voice capability. No, yeah. So I was on the activities committee at work though, and I was also working the holidays at GameStop still. And they were like, "Yo, it would be great if we could get these sold out consoles, give as gifts, but we can't because they're so sold out." And I was like, "Well, I might be able to help with that." So I was actually able to buy both an Xbox One and a PS4 for work, to do for the activities committee thing. Because at Christmas they did raffles at the Christmas party, and so I got them both, and they put them on the raffle. So
Those were the days.
right. So they did the raffle, and the activity committee was still able to win, right? It's like you just had to buy a ticket, and we had to buy our own ticket to the Christmas party. And so I won a like $100 Lowe's gift card. Look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker look like someone who's gonna use a fucking Lowe's gift card.
I was excited for a Lowe's gift card.
Does this motherfucker look like someone who's gonna use a Lowe's gift card? No, but then the guy that won the PS4 was like some old fucking dude. And I was like, not a fucking chance that this dude wants this PS4. Not a fucking chance. I immediately went over to him and I said, "Hey man, I got this Lowe's gift card. What's it gonna take for a fucking trade?" He goes, "Well, how much do they go for retail?" And I was honest with him. I said, "Well, they retail for $400." He goes, "Well, I tell you what, since you were honest with me, you give me that Lowe's gift card and $100, I'll give you the PS." So then I go over to Heather, and I was like, "Heather, he said if I give him $100, he'll give me the PS4." And Heather goes, "You son of a..." She was so angry that I have somehow brought a deal to her that she cannot refuse. At the time, it's PS4s you couldn't get really anywhere for $100. And she was like, "Fucking fine, you little spoiled bitch." Like, and yeah, so I went and did the trade. And that guy, like, for the next, like, 2 years, like, "How's that PS4 working out? How's that PS4 working out?" Is this the Crisis Core stream? No, it's just the Crisis stream. And he's like, "How's that PS4? How's that PS4?" I was like, "It's doing great. It's going great." So yeah, so that's how I got the PS4. So I kind of lucked out both these generations, I guess, because technically work is again paying for another one of the consoles. Now, granted, this is a different situation where like I have earned like it's stuff that I get for being a boss. Is she your wife? No, that's my sister. Just kidding. No, it isn't. Yeah, it's my wife. Yeah, this is Heather. Is she single? No, bitch. This is our 10-year anniversary. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, no. She just came on here because we had a 10-year anniversary trip. You missed all the talk about it. We talked about our trip and shit like that. So I just want to bring her on. She plays Among Us with us every once in a while. And she pops her head in to talk some shit and bounces most of the time. So yeah, that's how I scored a PS4. That's technically how I scored a PS5. Sort of. Same, but different. But same. But also different.
Did actually buy is there a PS3?
Yes. No. You want me to talk about that PS3?
Is that the one I spilled margarita on?
Yeah.
That thing's a trooper.
Tell your wife I have the Crisis Core PSP? Yes, the Crisis Core.
Ooh.
Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core.
Anytime I see PSP, I think
What? Yo, so look, and I think I don't know if I told the PS3 thing, but I have the 60 gigabyte fully backwards compatible PS3. I bought it when I was broke as fuck. I bought it, and I was working at GameStop, and it was used, and we could use our employee discount on used systems.
back with no responsibilities.
Right, so I actually ended up getting it pretty cheap, and I was like, "That's a 60 gigabyte one. Fuck yeah, let me get it." And so Heather and I had just started dating. Right, I think we've been dating for a few months.
Yeah.
And
We had
things
a
house party, and then
I put my drink on the table next to the console, and through a series of events, the table got knocked, and my alcoholic beverage fell onto the PlayStation.
and poured into it.
Poured into it.
Like I literally picked this fucking thing up and did this because it was laying on the side. I did this, and the margarita just fucking poured out of it.
I was like, "That's it. We're breaking up. Like, I'll just get my shit now and leave."
But I let it sit out. Luckily, I was just as much of a stickler back then as I am today, and there was no power going to it at all. Like I kept the surge protectors turned off. There was zero power going to it when it happened, not even standby power. And so I let it sit out, and after a couple of days, plugged it back in, purred like a champ. It still what was that, like 12 years ago?
Holy shit! Yeah.
It still works to this day.
Yeah, she turns on every once in a while when not asked, but that's
Yeah, so it
just trooper.
yeah, good shit, man. That PS3 though, Heather was like, fuck. And at the time, I was young and getting laid, and I was like, well, I was smashing, so fuck it. Like, I guess it's cool. It really sucks, but
No, you say that now. I think that you were faced with this serious decision.
I wouldn't have broke up with you for it.
Someone said.
Yeah, but I've never gone through with it. Well, so then I'll be out a PS3 and some getting laid? I'll be out both of them?
I feel like that was the thought process. Like,
Yeah. Who wants to do that? No one. Alright, I promise you guys some fucking Final Fantasy tonight. Raph, are you playing right now? Or Persona, you guys on?
You guys got some of that Final Fantasy. You guys play.
And it's getting late. It's 11:30. Heather's she's I can hop on. All right, I'm gonna play for just a little bit, Raph. I'll play for like 45 minutes or so. Is that enough to do some shit in the Baji front line? I'm already actually logged in the game right now, so I've been chilling at PC because 720p. Nice. All right, so I'll end it here with Heather and kick her out. So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It's our 10-year anniversary stream. Hope you enjoyed the story of our trip and then some recaps of the craziest shit in our relationship so far. So yeah, we love you guys.